Day 1. In our first day of class, we talk about what happiness means and how the world sees happiness today. In groups, we were also able to talk about the things and experiences that bring us the most happiness in our lives. I share with my group that service is that thing that makes me feel the most happy. Each time that I'm feeling stressed out, I try to serve to feel happier. Day 2. In this class, we talk about our strengths and the things that make people extremely and supremely happy. There are 11 habits that we went through during this class, but one of them that called my attention was getting enough sleep. According to studies, getting enough sleep help you become happier. I have tried to follow that since that class and I have seen a big difference. Day 3. In this class we discuss about the happiest places in the world and the things that we would like to change from our hometowns in order to make them happier places. I shared with my group that one thing that I would change from my country, my hometown, is the fact that people work too much. They work from 8 to 8. They don't really have time for family or personal activities. Day 4. In this class, we talk about positivity and love and how our circumstances don't define our happiness. We choose to be happy by choosing positivity. We have everything to reshape the way our life is going. And 10 ways to show this positivity that we discuss in class are joy, love, pride, gratitude, serenity, interest, hope, amusement, inspiration, and awe. Day 5. In this class, we talk about the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivations and how they both are used in different time by our bosses and managers. I learned that the intrinsic motivation has more power than the extrinsic one because it allows us to grow and flow and also enable us to have better and richer opportunities and experiences. Day 6. In this class, we talk about how we spend our time today in comparison to how others did in the past when devices and technology were not that advanced as it is right now. We went through some recent studies that show that kids and people in general are spending less and less time in socializing and doing recreational things because they spend so much time into technology. Day 7. In this class, we talk about the effects that spending a lot of time in technology are having on people. We discuss about this concept of loneliness pandemic that we are all struggling with in one way or another when we spend a lot of time on our devices instead of socializing face to face with people. We went through some advices that we should follow in order to stop that, and one of them that I like was not to use social media before going to bed. Day 8. In this class, we talk about family in general, but we focus on family rituals. In order to make a family ritual work and last longer, they have to have meaning, they have to be repeated, and lastly, they have to be coordinated. Then another takeaway from this lesson was that it has been proved that those kids who dine with their families tend to be happier and get better grades. Day 9. In this class, we talk about the many barriers that we all experience that prevent us from enjoying nature fully. A big takeaway from this class that I still consider the best takeaway is how Professor Harris talked about the many characters in the Book of Mormon and the scriptures who went to the woods and nature to find revelation. They removed themselves from worldly things in order to find peace and revelation for their days. Day 10. In this class, we talk about the experience economy and what exactly makes an experience succeed. There are 5 components that make an experience work? First, planning, then anticipation, then travel, the experience itself, and finally the remembering part. In different groups, we were able to choose what was the most meaningful part for us, and I chose the experience itself because that focuses on the present and not on the past, not the future. Day 11. In this chapter, we talk about the experience itself, how to stage a good experience for people. And there are two things that I took as a takeaway from this development of an experience. First, we need to eliminate the negative cues, anything that makes people feel uncomfortable. And second, we also need to help people use all their senses so they can feel completely involved in the experience. Day 12. In this chapter, we talk about design thinking and how people are able to create a good life. For me, the takeaway from this class are the two philosophies that we all should embrace. First, we need to have a lot of ideas. We need to brainstorm so we can be able to choose one idea from many. And second, we should never fall in love with the first idea that we got. We need to study and revise all the other options that we have available as well. Day 13. In this lesson, we were able to go through all the assignments that we had to present by the end of the semester. And the one that has got me thinking is the Odyssey plans and how we should create not only the plan A, but also to have two backup plans in case the first plan doesn't work. For me, that's the biggest takeaway from this class, that we should not only trust the plan A, but also trust the two backup plans that we can plan. Day 14, in our last day of class, we were able to hear from a panel of graduate students who are already in the field working with the things that they learned in this class. I want to quote one of them who, in my personal opinion, was the best one. His name is Brandon Tholen, and he said, "Experience is experience. Get all what you can. Enjoy college life. Have fun. The more people you know, the better relationships you will have, and the more doors you will open. And finally, there is not a normal day in my life, but I always have time to have fun in everything that I do."